play in some makeup, so I thought I would just film it since I haven't done a get ready with me in some time. I did already do my brows and I primed my eyes with my e.l.f. putty primer, and then I just set it with the Essence Soft Touch eyeshadow, single shadow in the one. And I was going back and forth on what palette I wanted to play in today because I have so many palettes that need to be used, but I thought I would use this because I have had it for some time, and this was a gift that was given to me for my birthday, and I don't know that I played in it that I can recall, so we're going to do that today. This is what it looks like. This is the Natasha Denona Pastel palette. I did end up picking up the Juvia's Place as well because it did remind me a lot of this one, and I have not played in this either. And I was like, do I want to play in this one or do I want to play in this one? And this is the Juvia's Place. And the pans, of course, are a lot bigger, really, really pretty. But there are similarities in my opinion. Can you see that? There's some similarities. I'm not going to do like a dupe video or anything like that right now. But yeah, we're just going to play in this Natasha one because I have had it longer than the Juvia's, and I want to give it a try and see. I will tell you just in advance, when I was swatching some of the shades just on my hand, they were a little hard, like they were kind of dry, and they didn't pay off like a lot of pigment. So I know with her shadows, with them being so pricey, they are kind of hit and miss. I am using to clean my brush the Bath & Beauty Makeup Brush cleanser spray that is from Dollar Tree. I'm going to start in this shade here. It's called Bellini. It's like a peachy toned shade. And I know we're in fall. This would have been great to start using in summer. I have a problem, you know, obviously as a makeup person. I have too much makeup, so every time I get a new palette, I use that before I use the palettes that I've already had in my collection. I know I'm not the only one that happens to, because there's a lot of us that set palettes aside that we need to use, and then we get a new one, and then these kind of get pushed more to the back. So that's kind of what happened with this, but I'm very thankful to have it. There are some deeper shades in this palette that you could definitely get like warmer looks. A bit warmer. It's not going to be like super warm. There's one pretty purple, and then there's Starlit, which is like a kind of goldy rustic orange shade. Okay, so I got that in there. And then I think I'm going to go in this one, which is called Feather. It's a matte kind of lavender or lilac, I guess you'll call it. And I'm going to go in that with a different brush. I'm going to use my MAC 217. This brush is so old. I've had it for so long. But it's still holding up all the washes and uses. So I want to say this was one of my first makeup brushes. And that's been a long time. In my 20s, early 20s, or maybe mid 20s. I've had this, and I'm now 42, so that's about 20 years, and this brush is still holding up. So go right in the actual crease with it and bring it down. For it being a pastel shade, like a light shade, it came on really nice. I know you guys can't really tell because you're far away from me. That shade performed really nicely for it being a very light shade. It's showing up really nicely on my lids. Very pretty. Okay, and then I think I'm going to take this shade here, which is called Bora Bora. I want to say it's a matte. It's a purpley shade, but I can't tell. I think it is a matte. It's this one right here. And I'm going to use that same brush. I'm just going to put that on the outer parts of the eye. That absolutely didn't even come off. Didn't even do anything. It's on the brush, but it's not coming on my eye, which is weird. See? Maybe it's the brush. I guess I might have to try that brush I was going to use, because it's not. Let me try to wet it. It's picking up, the brush is picking it up, but it's just not going on my lid. Okay, it's going on a little bit, you can see, but it's not. I might have to like scrape a layer off of it. You know, sometimes certain shades. I'm surprised though, because the other two shades that are lighter did very well. It's alright, it's not doing a whole lot, but we shall see what happens on this side. Yeah, it's not really coming on. It's kind of odd. It's a very pretty shade too. It's coming on, but it's like, it's not. Can you see, like, see that? See how it's there, but it's not really there, if that makes sense. Maybe if I just use my finger, kind of rub off what I can. It's a very beautiful shade if it would just show up properly. Yeah, it's just not. I'm going to continue working in it until I get it to where I want it, but it's a little difficult. It's not wanting to do anything or budge. So I almost feel like that's as good as it's going to get, unfortunately, for that shade. So we're just going to move on because I don't know that I can build it up. That shade is not very good. I'm going to go in Dainty, which is this really pretty shade next to that one that wasn't very nice. Bora Bora, right here. I'm going to use my finger. And we're going to just put that on the lid, like right here. Does have some fallout. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, so far we're done with the eyes. We're going to move on to the base. So I'm going to go ahead and go into, for primer, I forgot what primer this is. It's a sample that I got from my job. It is a Tula one because it's changing color on me. It's like the one that they have that is like light, for fair to light skin tones, light to medium, and then deep, I think. Yeah, because it's changing color a little bit. When you mix it on your face, it kind of changes like with a little bit of tint to it. But it feels nice. Yeah, I think that's the one I got recently. It comes out kind of like luminous and then and white. That's the Tula one. I'll try to leave it down below. But it does feel really nice. It feels really hydrating. It feels really good. As I was saying, I ended up going with the skin tint from Fenty. I think my shade is number 3. And this little bottle is a glass bottle, which is really cute. And I will save it because why not? And then I could use it for like, if I want to get more of this, if I really do enjoy it. So that's what I'm putting on my face now. And then we're just going to blend it in with a beauty sponge. This is my old beauty blender I'm going to use. But I heard this was really nice. So we'll start with that. Got my beauty blender. It's an actual beauty. It's so old. We're just going to press it in. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit more. And from my understanding with the skin tint from Fenty, it's more of like just a natural looking product. It's going to give you a little bit of coverage, not anything full coverage. And it's just going to make your skin look skin-like. It's just really nice. A lot of people have been putting this product out. I know that recently. And I know that e.l.f. recently came out with something kind of similar. And I haven't got to try it because it hasn't come to the store yet. And I don't want to do an order on e.l.f. just for that. And I'm not trying to buy like a ton of things from e.l.f. Because I have a lot of the stuff that's newer from them already that I got from my job. So, yeah. But this is looking so good and so skin-like. It's covering nicely, in my opinion. And that primer really did help and make it look really good. Yeah, really nice. Okay, great. So we're just going to move on. I'm going to go ahead and go into my Rim Beauty concealer. This is in the little pot in 6 in. I have truly been enjoying this. I've been putting it under my eyes. I think it does great for under my eyes and the rest of my face. Adding this to my little problem areas. It is a thick concealer, so you have to start with the littlest amount. And like I said, I feel like it does well under my eyes for me being dry and having dry under eyes. Of course, I don't feel like it completely takes away the pigment under my eyes because you guys know that I have very dark circles, but it does a decent job, and it's really creamy, and I have been enjoying that very much. Okay, and I'm going to just take the sponge that it came with. You got this free when you bought that. I'm going to take the pointed, and it's super soft. And I'm just going to press in the product. I have not tried it with the sponge. This is my first time trying the sponge, but I have used it with other beauty sponges. My camera is frustrating me right now. It turned off again. So as I was saying, I just went off camera because it overheated. I needed to give it some time. So I went off camera, put on some liquid liner. I used my Tresluce Eternal liquid liner and Tiara. This was gifted to me. Really nice. It's not a pitch black. It's more like a grayish black, but still nice and definitely good for the look that I'm doing today. I did go ahead and powder my face off camera as well. I just used my Lancome Absolute Powder for all of my face, and it looks really, really good. And now I'm going to go into this Pure palette. I got this a long while back in BoxyCharm. This is the Pure Face Palette in Fair Light. And I'm just going to go in. I'm going to use the bronzer, blush, and highlighter. This is what they look like. It's a little too deep for my skin tone, but if I go in with a light hand, it's fine. Just gonna bronze, not really contour a whole lot. Went into this blush very lightly as well. It's very pigmented. And I've been liking to start back here. Super pretty. Look at that. I'm going to try again this shade, and I'm going to try to blend that in the lower lash line. See if it will even pick up and work, because you guys know that I had some difficulty getting that even showing up. Okay, it came on a little, but nothing like I told you guys, it's just one of those shades. that does not want to show up. I'm going to put some mascara. This is the AOA Studio Curl Mascara. I really do like this. I think it's really good for the price. I'm going to take this LA Girl Ultimate Lip Liner, Auto Lip Liner, in the shade Enduring Mauve. This is the finished look. I think everything looks really, really good. I do like the way my skin looks. It looks like skin. It doesn't look heavy or cakey or anything like that. I really, really like it. And the eyes came out really pretty, just a soft look. That is pretty much it, guys. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Definitely let me know down below what you thought, what you think. Let me know if you have this palette and what you think about it. One Bora Bora was just not it for me. So far what I've tried in this palette, that one is probably one that I won't gravitate to a lot because it just doesn't pick up the product. It doesn't really go on the eyes with a brush or anything. I tried, like I told you guys, several different brushes and it just didn't work well. But the rest of the shades did perform very nicely. So I'm really happy. Out of the 5, that 4 were good. So that's good. I'm going to continue trying this and maybe come on and do another look with some of the other shades another time. Let me know if that's something you'd like to see. But yeah, so this is going to complete this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Definitely don't forget, if you enjoy Get Ready With Me's or me trying products and kind of giving you mini reviews and first impressions, definitely don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed and you would like to see more videos like this and other types of videos, definitely don't forget to hit that subscribe button and your bell notifications so that you can be notified every time I upload a video, if that is something that you choose to do. Thank you so much for spending time with me today and for watching. Let me know down in the comments any feedback you have, maybe a palette you'd like me to use or some type of video you would like me to do for you. Definitely leave that down below. I'd love to hear that. So thank you guys again, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.